Hi guys, welcome back to Vintage African Hairstyles, your number one go-to on how to for your classic African hairstyles. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to make that common hairstyle called two-step. Yes, how to make two-step. So it's really simple. It's just like cornrows divided into two, but then you just decided to be stylish about it. So yeah, I think we should start. Hey, you people, guess what? Today I brought someone else to come and gist you people. And the gist is hot. Hey, all my boarding house people, where you at? We're about to expose the things that go down in your side. So yeah, before we enter the gist, let's start. Sorry. So before we enter the gist, guys, let's actually do some hair tutorial stuffs. All of you that are here for the gist, don't worry, the gist is coming and the gist is hot, it's sweet. Even me, when she was gisting me, I was like, Jesus, please. Guys, apart from the gist, once in a while, you'll probably be hearing a little child babble. Just accept it as it is, please. This is not a perfect... I not go to audio post-production to produce this thing. I'm doing it inside my house. So thanks very much. Accept my mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Point me to the perfect man and I will show you a liar. We have some nice colored gold hair here. My models like to switch it up. We don't just get you some boring looking hair. So you divide the hair. Hey God, it has started. You divide the hair into equal halves. You can do equal halves. You can do a smaller half. It depends on the shape of your head. I'm all about the shape of that head. You better do a hairstyle that fits the shape of your head. Don't go and say because my friend has done this hairstyle, I'll now go and do it. You've forgotten that your friend's hair is oblong. Your own hair is like square. Please, let's all respect the shape of our heads. I like to take my partition from the middle a lot of times. I'm all about patterns, and then this is the best way for you to get your pattern. So you do the first one in the middle, and then you weave that down, and you use that to do the other ones. I don't like woggle things. And if you take it from the side sometimes, before you know it, you just realize that your hand is slanting. Your hand is just slanting, and then by the time you reach the end, you just realize you have one calabar hanging instead of a straight line. So it's better you just do it from the middle once and for all, and then just use that as your pattern drafting. That being said, as I've now explained to you the reason why we're doing what we're doing, let's start our gist. My friend, give us the gist. Please tell us about your first day in secondary school. When you arrived and they told you, first tell us how you felt when you were going to boarding house, and then when you now landed, how they now gave you that, that good buzzwords.
So that's how, first of all, I was like maybe 10 or 10 and a half or something. And by the way, just for context, yes, just for context, I'm like petite. I'm not.
Hey, she's
a
petite.
Yes,
she's
I'm
tiny.
Petite. Please.
You people will just imagine like Duracell battery. Like AAA Duracell battery, not double A, AAA Duracell battery. Oh yeah,
yes, a serious child. Anyways, so imagine me at 10 years old, very small and gentle and quiet, and reserved, and such a good child and a good girl. So they say, oh, you're going to boarding house. I'm like, oh, I'm excited and stuff. And then it was Sunday and I had it eating and all of that because of the excitement and everything. So I got to school and then dropped my bags. My mom was there, my sisters were there, and then I was like,
such an emotional send-off.
And then Momsi left and everything.
She's going to be an independent woman.
Oh my God! In a few hours.
Living her life.
So Momsi left, everybody left, and then it was like, okay, it's time for dinner. And then of course they will give you orientation and all of that, but then it's the teachers that give you orientation, or the matron and whatnot that give you orientation. It's like, oh, stuff that is supposed to happen to you.
Rules and regulations, don't steal.
Don't
kill.
But then the actual reality of what's going on with you is like different. Baby, I'm supposed to talking about the hair.
Sorry. They know that they are just supposed to be weaving now. You shall cut the pattern and weave. You cut the pattern and weave. You cut the pattern and weave. Don't worry. I'm on this. Okay. I'm on it. They know. I'm a great teacher. Your virtual hairdresser.
That's how we now got into the dining hall. First of all, it was so rowdy. I was like, wait, what's going on? Then they assigned us to tables. Apparently, so like there are 10 people to a table. And the school was quite big, so there a lot of
5,000
people.
5,000 students.
Not 5,000, maybe like 500 or something.
500?
I don't know.
Wow.
I can't remember.
Why did I imagine in the school I went to were like 5,000? I'm not joking.
About 5,000 is plenty.
Because in every arm, there were like maybe 50, it was A to J or something. It was like A to J. and in that A to J there's like 20 something students, 20 something to 30 students. So
in one class.
So that's 300 students for primary 5.
Wait, hold on. Me, I'm talking about secondary school, by the way. This is me going to JS1. Oh.
Okay.
But wait, we're like maybe
think
70,
about
80 in a class.
Think about
and
it
they're
well.
like 8 to
portion that your number well.
8 to maybe J. That's just
my
for,
sister,
like,
you put thousands.
So like JS1 to SS3. It's like okay.
You put thousands.
Well, we are a lot, but again, that's like the whole school. It's
Yeah.
not everybody that was in boarding house. So it was like day and boarding.
Okay.
That's how we got into the dining hall. See me feeling like, oh, what's going on here, you know? And then they're like, okay, assign you to a table. There are like 10 people on the table. I'm like, okay. And then randomly, it's not like oh, just one on the table, just one on the table. It's just random. They can find SS3, SS2, whatnot. And then by the way, the SS3 students were so big. They were like mothers. They were like, what's going on in this
used to be like 22, 25.
Yes, now like
You see, some of them already have children.
It was from our set that they started becoming small now. You see us tiny bullet points like this. They will be saying that we're seniors too.
And then, okay, so let's say there are like 1,000 students in let's just say 500, just for context. Okay. So there are like 500 students.
Wait first, before you enter 500 students, we've reached the front.
Okay.
And we have to teach them. So now, in this part, I'm trying to decide which parting to do for her. Whether I should give her side parting, or I should give her middle parting, or I should give her side slant.
Okay.
But I just said I should show you people that if you want to do side parting, this is where you take it from the side of the hair, like in the corner. If you want to take from the middle, you cut it from the middle. Then if you want to do slant, that middle that you've done, don't forget, I've told you before, if you want to do middle parting, after you open it from the back, you will now go and face the person in the front, so that you will not go and disproportionate the person's head. Now that you see some people, they'll have middle parting, you now be like, is it that they did not mold the person's head well when the person was small? Why is this side bigger than this side? Because they did not cut the person's middle parting well. It's not the person's fault, it's the hairdresser's fault. So please cut your middle parting right. So now that you've seen how to cut the middle part, I think after this point I decided that let me not risk it before I give her wogo head. Let me just do slant parting. When you want to cut your slant part, you just take it and just slant it. You just slant your hand and just slice it. So I think at this point you can continue your gist. 500 people, go.
So 500 people, just say give or take 500 people. And then in the kitchen there are like maybe pots, plates, cutleries for like maybe 150 or 200 people. I didn't know all this, by the way. So I'm just like, oh, what's going on? What's happening? And they were just chilling, waiting for food. And then some people are eating. Apparently, those people were like the seniors. Again, keep in mind.
Wait, first, I'm about to interrupt you. Sorry, there's some tutorial going on. Mm-hmm. So I've cut the slant parting now. I know you people are angry that I've cut the gist, but this is why you're here, for tutorial, not for gist. So I've cut the parting, and as usual, you start from the middle. I always start from the middle so that you will not bend somebody's head, because you just start from the middle, please, and then just follow the pattern from the middle. So I've cut the hair from the middle, and then now I can go to the side and start to weave from there. A lot of times I also go from the middle out, but I said that let me just try to do it like normal people. But from moving onwards, I would be doing it the way I used to do it, the way I taught myself. By the way, I taught myself these things. I've told you before. But yeah, it's not me that people are here for. You people are here for the other gist. Continue your gist.
That's how I was just sitting down there. People were eating all around me. I'm wondering what's going on. This is our table. What's happening? There's no food. What's going on? Anyways, finally.
Wait, first, before you know what finally happened, have you subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Help me and subscribe, please. You see, it's not doing anything to you. No money, it's free. But for me, what it's doing to me in my life is adding to my status on YouTube. Please just help me and subscribe. Thank you. And then while you're cutting the lines, please, this is not the time to be straight. Please be slanting your hand. Be slanting your hand because it's a slant part. So you want it to kind of go to the side. This is not one of those times where they will yab you for having right. Actually, your lines should actually be slanted. They should just be tilting slightly, just a nice tilt, just a slight tilt, not too much, not too little, just enough to give it that. Yeah. So go.
Apparently, again, I did not know this. You have to go and hustle for pots and plates and cutlery. And then this was Sunday night, so it's like white rice and stew. So you have to hustle for 2 pots so that you can put white rice in one and then stew in another one. Again, I did not know this. Anyways, I'm just chilling.
Why did you just share it on all the tables?
Hey, you have to hustle for it. Share it on which table. In fact, after you will be waiting around for other people, especially seniors that have already eaten. You wait around for it. You get pots. You go and wash it. Come back and give the kitchen women to put for your table.
Wow.
Yes, that's what used to happen. Finally, this one, hunger has finished me. Finally, they now shall brought food to our table just as they were about to dish. This I'm not lying. I'm serious. Just as they were about to dish into the plates, a senior just again, I didn't know she was a senior. I just knew she was somebody. She just jumped on the table and said, "The last junior in this dining hall." I didn't even know what that meant. I just knew that people were jumping out of the dining. I'm like, wait, what's going on? People were flying over each other, trying to get out of the dining hall. It was that I found out that this thing was like one of those devil seniors and she was the dining hall prefect anyway. So it was like apparently dining was over and then we had not eaten. You don't understand? We left that food on the table.
Wow, we left the pots.
Which pots? We left that food on the table. People were flying tables to get out of that place. I'm like, what? Again, I shall go with the flow. What's going on? Just in case I shall.
This is your first night in boarding house.
Very first experience.
10-year-old child.
Very first experience. Wow. They said it was time for prep. That's how we went to prep class. See,
Prep.
I've not even got. I've not attended one class. You don't understand.
What
My
are
very
you
first day
prepping
in senior in secondary school. I went and I sat down there. Hunger wanted to finish me. Aside the hunger, I was just really confused. That wait, what just happened? Like, what
did I
is
just
this?
experience?
What is it a prank? I didn't want to call us back and say, oh, this is like, oh, welcome to secondary school.
Oh, yeah, come and eat your food.
Oh yeah, come and eat your food. Oh.
Please,
legit, we
Abba,
slept like that. Oh, legit.
How about when you left?
Hey, my God, another gist. Better come and talk about your
No, don't worry. We're still partying it. Continue the gist.
Prep time ended. At this point, I can't even remember. It's been so long. I can't remember what time prep ended. But maybe like, I don't know. I can't remember. So Sha left. We're going. Hey, this one I don't have to explain it. Anyways, there's Sha one place. How do I explain this? No.
Maybe like the beginning of one road to the end of the road.
Beginning of road to the end. So again, prep is in the classrooms. Classrooms are far to the far right. The hostels are to the far left. Yeah. But then junior hostel is separate from senior hostel. On the way to junior hostel, there is a tank where people fetch water.
Okay.
At that tank, usually at night, seniors would have left. What's the business of prep? They would have left prep.
Our
prep
senior
class
girls.
Before. That's how. As I was sitting down there bemoaning my fate, they said, "Okay, okay, oh." Prep has ended, you can now go to your hostels. Again, I didn't know anybody. It was my first time. Actually, all the JS1 students, all the new students grouped together because we're plenty in this shocking experience. So,
with your Duracell battery size,
with my petite, please, what's that? My very cute petite frame. That is a French word now. It's like petite.
Yeah.
Thank God. My very cute petite frame.
So guys, wait first. Sorry, let me just quickly teach you something here. So there are two ways for you to do this pattern. You can do a straight line like this. That's what I'm showing you now. I'm just going to weave it to the back to basically clarify the two ways to run the parts, like slant parts that you want to do. So you can weave it straight to the back like this. As you can see, it gives you a nice demarcation, and then you just continue the pattern with everything like that. That's an option there, right there. It looks nice, right? So yeah, that's not the style I'm doing because I'm not really a fan of that style. I'm going to do the other style. So the other method is for you to basically take it one by one, like how you did it on this other side. Exactly. So you just follow it that way and then continue to slant your hand. Continue to just cut the line in a slant. For some people think that I'm not well educated. You people are well educated, oh. I can speak English very well. I can even use accents. If you want me to use accents,
perhaps you
no, I will not. But so just continue to do it with a slant. Just cut your lines in a slant. You know, this one is so much simpler and it just allows the gist flow. You have finished this hot gist, please.
So, anyways, on the way to junior hostel, there's this like, how would I call it? There's this space, bridge, gap, something. That place, that line, I don't know what to call it. It's only if you're there you can understand. That place, to the corner of that place, that's where those seniors used to stay at night. So at that time, they are fetching water for the next day, for their baths, they are washing their clothes, they are doing stuff. And you know, as per seniors, they need slaves to help them carry out all this.
It's real slaves, slave labor,
unpaid slave labor. And if they catch you, I did not know this. So, so what happens is, when everybody walks to that part, to the beginning of that bridge, permit me to just say bridge. It's not an actual bridge. It's just a space. If you cross there successfully, you get to your hostel. If you don't cross there successfully and they catch you, slave trade begins. So I didn't know this, but I was lucky to be in the middle of the group. So legit, what happens is you come to that place and then everybody just stops. and then wait for people to gather, and then literally somebody whispers, on your marks, get set, go. And
In a whisper.
In a
Wait
whisper.
first. How do people
We
on the
thank
other
God.
side? On the first
If you like, don't hear. If you like, don't hear. If you like, don't hear.
I'm finished.
God helps you if you move too fast. God helps you if you move too slow, and they catch you. And then everybody picks you. This is like Usain Bolt running. This is like. And you run all the way to your room. You don't understand? Because
your room?
To your room. You literally run from that place all the way to your room. We did this every night. I'm not joking. Yes.
So wait, so did you survive that first night?
I did. Oh, thank God. We thank the Lord. I did. And then nobody explains these things to you.
So you just
have.
so when you got there, you just waited, and then you just.
I saw people waiting now. So myself, I waited now. Very, very wise. I will not go there. What happened? That's how we ran. This running. Then I go to the house. My house was busy. What just happened in this place? What just happened? Nobody explains anything to you. You put 2 and 2 together and say, "Oh, this is the way the system works."
Wow.
Yes, and then you fix yourself there.
Okay.
That's the end of my G's.
Wow. Okay, this was a full-on experience. I went to boarding house, but I did not have that particular experience.
First day, mind you, first
Day orientation. And we have come to the end of the video and the gist. And yes, our model is doing a nice 360 so that you can see the result of what we have done. Yes, the result of what we have done. So this is the 2-step. This is what they call it. They call it 2-step. See, I don't know the African name. This one, I met it in English, so you will just forgive me. You can see that the slant part is showing, the braids are even, everything is all pretty. And this is a very common hairstyle in secondary schools. It's a very common hairstyle for Ghana weaving also. For people that like to do Ghana weaving, they like to do it. Yeah, they like to do it, and then they'll put like maybe braids at the back. You know, there's so many different parts and different styles to it. There's so many different methods to it. So yeah, this is how to make 2-step, and this is one of the reasons why you should not send your children to boarding house. Goodbye. Please subscribe, share with someone you don't know. Someone might need this. Thank you, and thank you so much, my friend, for coming to gist on the show.
You're welcome.